I'm Eric Singer, Gazette.com, and this is Between the Lines. We're talking money, a large amount of money, and what happens to it. And it's all linked to recreational marijuana. Joining me now is Capitol reporter Megan Schrader, who's focusing on it all. All right, we've got some problems with this.
Yeah, it's, voters voted on Proposition AA in 2013. They said, we want to tax marijuana, we want to tax it at a high rate, and we want that money to, in part, fund schools. Sounds great. States collected a lot of money under the program, but not much. It might not end up going to schools. They might have to refund that money to the taxpayers.
Wait. Taxpayers said, we want the money to go to schools, but now it could come back to taxpayers and the money doesn't go to schools?
Exactly.
So what's being done to fix that?
Well, they're going to ask voters to override TABOR. So it's just a fluke thing that has occurred. As Senator Pat Stedman put it, TABOR is supposed to protect overtaxation, right? Well, voters implemented this tax at a time when the economy was on the rise. And TABOR basically is, you had the gall to ask for a new tax when the economy is on the rise. No, you have to refund that money. And so not just some of the marijuana tax money, all of the recreational tax money, so somewhere around the neighborhood of, they're guessing, close to 60 million, a little less, will have to be refunded to the taxpayers.
Now, what are you holding?
I am holding the crazy sheet that explains why this happened. I'll show you. They had to estimate in Proposition AA for the ballot what state spending would be without the new taxes. And that estimate was $12.08 billion. And then they said they estimated what state revenue would be from the new taxes, and they said, it's going to raise about 67 million. We're going to get pretty close to that, about 60 million, somewhere in there they're estimating is what the marijuana revenue will be. But they added all together, the marijuana revenue, plus the 12.08 billion, and we came up to 12.15 billion. That's the magic number. If the state goes over that 12.15 billion, when you look at all of their revenue sources, they had to refund this money, and we did. Which is crazy.
So it's very complicated, but those are the magic numbers.
Yeah.
And ultimately now lawmakers have to come up with something so that way taxpayers can say, no, go ahead and keep the money.
It's likely going to
education.
Yeah, it's likely going to be on a ballot, and it's going to say, can the state retain this roughly $60 million that we've raised by taxing marijuana? And if the voters say no, that money's going to be in some form of a refund. Now, what that refund looks like isn't clear. Is it going to be $11 per person in the state of Colorado? Maybe. Senator Stedman is drafting a bill. He's proposing that it might look something like marijuana businesses get some of the taxes to them for their excise taxes, and the public gets another little bit. Might reduce it down to $5 a person. But no matter what, Stedman says, he still wants to see us making our commitment to the education fund.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, we're going to continue to follow this whole situation, this complicated situation, right here on the Gazette. If you'd like to read more about this situation, go ahead and go to Megan Schrader's story and learn all about it. With Between the Lines, I'm Eric Singer, Gazette.com.